Welcome back to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda, giving you all the latest updates on anything and all things Ravens. I'm just done, man. I'm done with this narrative, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Okay, first up, OTA sightings for this week so far. Guard Daniel Falele returned after missing all of last week. Harbaugh had mentioned last week that he was going through a physical thing, and he wasn't really worried about it. So again, OTAs are optional, but it's good to see that he came back in and is ready to go. Notable names that weren't there: Lamar wasn't there, Rashad Bateman wasn't there, Travis Jones wasn't there, Stanley wasn't there, Kyle Van Noy still hasn't shown up, Hamilton, Awuzie, and Matabike weren't there. Cooper Rush and Devin Leary were the ones running the offense so far this week. I'm not worried about again. It's all not mandatory. It's optional. Like you see these players on social media, showing us on their Instagram stories, on their Facebooks, on their Snapchats, whatever, on X or just that they are working out. But by themselves. Like you saw Zay Flowers and Lamar getting some work done together. I bet you Rashad Bateman was over there getting work done as well because they have such good chemistry together, those three. So again, not really worried about anything in terms of the OTAs. Like, these guys will show. I'm guessing these guys will show up periodically throughout OTAs to get some work done with the new additions to the team, and just to get that chemistry flow going a little bit earlier than when it's time for mandatory camp to kick in. I expect Kyle Van Noy to show up at some point during this time as well. He did miss all of last week, but again, not really worried about him as much. And again, he can just show up when training camp does start full time and is mandatory. Moving on, also hearing more rumblings about Mark Andrews. The trade option is still not ruled out. Mind you, it's a new NFL calendar year after June 1st. So we can still trade Mark Andrews to get something back from him, and his cap hit is pretty high in the 2026 season. So trying to keep him could be difficult. Simply, because you have Isaiah Likely back there who, had a breakout year when Andrews was injured last season. Again, wouldn't be upset, but again, I think we should keep Andrews for and try and sign him to a smaller deal here. But again, if we get something for him, then like I've said way earlier on, a first round pick at the least. Sure, go. We should trade him because again, we have Likely and we have guys that we still have to pay. If we trade Andrews, that or we're not gonna. There's no way we're gonna release him. But if we were able to get a trade for Andrews, and we're able to pay some more guys, then I'm all for it. Put that money towards. I don't know how that would work exactly, but Eric DeCosta has magic in his mind. So again, want a good package for him if this is still rumored to be in the works. Eric DeCosta did not rule out that Mark Andrews would or would not be traded. He said, "Listen, we have the guys that are best available." He didn't mention Mark Andrews' name at all, and if anything came up, then he would consider it. So again, this is still up in the air, but there are only rumors swirling around. There's no definite in the works trade just yet. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I was just done. Media is still talking about Lamar's postseason demons, and that this is the year he needs to get. I can't scream or yell this any louder because, don't want to get a noise complaint at all. But the last two seasons haven't been all on Lamar. Sure, in the past, I will absolutely say, yeah, Lamar just choked, man. It just happens, the scrutiny on it, it's just mind-boggling to me. Why aren't people talking about Josh Allen choking in the playoffs every single time against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship? Or against, or the it just mind boggles me. Or Joe Burrow choking against any almost all the games he plays against Lamar Jackson. I mean, obviously, like they're quarterbacks, but still, like every narrative is slandering Lamar Jackson on what he's done in the postseason. Mind you, he does have a losing record, but again, I'll throw in the last two seasons as a perfect example on why he wasn't at fault for those playoff losses. Chiefs, 2023-2024 season. Chiefs had the refs on their side, man. We all knew it. Everyone knew it. Everyone knew it. And they strayed away from the game plan. The run game had been working, and then they just went to the passing game again. I don't know what the heck happened there. They should have kept running the ball more and not passing it. Yes, Zay Flowers had a great touchdown to start in the beginning of the game. But like the game plan should have just been stick with the run game after that. Same with the loss against the Bills. Stick with the run game. Stick with Derrick Henry on the ground. And Mark Andrews dropped the ball. Like Lamar threw it. It was a simple toss, man. Like just right there, 2-point conversion. There was still time on the clock for the Bills to do something, but at least we would have been tied. Oh my Lord, I'm so sick and tired of this narrative. Lamar will win a Super Bowl. It's destined to happen. But I'm sick and tired of the media blaming him for losses that aren't his fault. Bad game planning. For the last two seasons, missed ball on the last season. It was just, oh my Lord, I can't, like, this is just getting me riled up now. I'm okay. All right, I'm moving on. And this is a little bit more of a fun one, by the way. Derrick Henry was on the Dan Patrick Show. And talking about his new deal and everything, and how ecstatic he is to remain a Raven and everything. And he was on the topic of Adam Sandler's Happy Gilmore 2 movie, how he's a fan of Adam Sandler's, and Dan Patrick had a sweatshirt that was gifted to him by Adam Sandler. So they made a deal together. Dan Patrick made a deal to Derrick Henry that if he rushes for 2,000 yards this upcoming season, he will call Adam Sandler and get him a part in Adam Sandler's next movie, which is pretty cool. Like imagine Derrick Henry having a part in, the next Adam Sandler movie because he rushed 2,000 yards. I think he would be better to watch than Travis Kelce, that's for sure. But I think this is like another, what do you call it? An incentive for him to get 2,000 yards. Get 2,000 yards, you're in a movie with Adam Sandler, one of the greatest comedy actors ever. Like, he can do it. Like, I can't recall the exact number, but 1,900 yards for last season, he can do it. He just needs to take a little bit more reps with the football. I think he can do it, and at his age, he's proven that age doesn't matter to him. 2,000 yards, he can do it. I bet he can do it again, and I want to see him in an Adam Sandler movie. Thank you for tuning into the Ravens Today show. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Again, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video. I will catch you all later. Have a good one.